Hello everyone, Daniel Zykaj coming to you from my home office here in Fraser, Michigan. I wanted to do a quick training video, and as I thought about what I wanted to share with you, more than anything else, okay, I do training videos quite often, and there's quite a few of them out there on Facebook Live and YouTube as well, but more often than not, I get questions related to our compensation plan. I've been able to build, and fortunate enough to build, a pretty substantial team here within MWR Life. So I've been through and I've seen every part of this compensation plan. I've experienced every part of this compensation plan from our first rank all the way up to our top rank. So I'm really more experienced than most as far as teaching this to other people. So you know that, number one, you're not just getting somebody's opinion on this compensation plan. You're getting it from somebody that's already been there, done that, and built it through experience. But number two, you can really take this information literally to the bank, because what I'm going to share with you here about our compensation plan and the way that this thing works, the ins and outs of it, is absolutely going to show you that it's possible for anybody to build a substantial business with MWR Life. So that being said, I'm going to go ahead and dive right in. We're going to start over here on this part with the qualifications, because in order to understand the rest of this compensation plan, and I think this is going to be a three-part video series. We're going to do daily pay first. This is the daily pay portion. But I want to cover qualifications first, because if you don't understand how to get qualified to get paid and how to get your team qualified to get paid, then the rest of the comp plan is irrelevant. So let's start there. There's two ways to get started in this business with MWR Life. Number one, there's the gold package. And number two, there's the platinum package. The gold package has some perks, has some benefits. You get 10 vouchers with it, and of course some other things, but you do leave money on the table with the gold, guys, and I want you to know and understand this because it's important. And what I mean by that is, if you come in at the gold level, you get paid as a gold, okay? You get paid as a gold when you do any type of team expansion activities, okay? So understand that first and foremost. However, you do have the option of upgrading to platinum by paying the difference. It's about $200 to upgrade to platinum. And when you do that, you instantly give yourself a pay raise, so to speak. So that's the major differences between gold or platinum. If you have the ability to do so, I strongly recommend getting started at the platinum level. There's a lot more benefits to that. You get paid as a platinum. You get more flyers, more documents, more magazines. You just get more of everything, okay? But the two major differences between gold and platinum is that at gold, you get paid as a gold. At platinum, you get the full pay scale available to you right there and then. Number two, you have to have what we call customer points to be qualified, okay? We have two statuses within MWR Life. The system goes through the organization. It looks to see if you're active, which means are you up to date on your business center payment? That's $30 a month, and it gives you 2 customer points, okay? So if you have that up to date, you're active, good for you. You paid your $30 for that month. You're a now active lifestyle consultant. And the second thing the system is going to look for before it can release commissions to you is, are you qualified? What that means is, do you have 5 personal customer points? Now, I already mentioned that you get 2 customer points for having your business center up to date, so you need 3 more customer points. And those customer points can come from an array of different things. They can come from the Life Essentials plan that you personally have for your own use, for your own household, the Lifestyle Advantage plan that you have for your own use, your own household, the bundle, which is both of those services, all of those services combined, that's $89 a month, and it gives you 4 customer points instantly. The app, the mobile app that we have, that actually allows you to access all the services, but also it helps you build this business from your smartphone. Literally, you can do a whole lot with this app. That also gives you 1 customer point. So Life Essentials is 2 customer points, Lifestyle Advantage is 2 customer points, the Biz Center is 2 customer points, and the app is 1 customer point. Any of the services that we have available individually within Life Essentials, or if the Lifestyle Advantage plan, maybe you wanted the individual portions of that plan as well, those are all worth 1 customer point. So whatever combination you have to bring you to 5, that's what makes you qualified. Your status goes from unqualified to qualified. That means that you're now eligible to receive commissions. That means you're eligible to go out there and expand your team, and you're eligible to go out there and build your organization. Now, a lot of times when I explain this to somebody, they always say something along the lines of, Daniel, are you telling me that in order to get paid from this business, I have to spend money every month? I have to have some services, or I have to have customers, personal customers, that will also give you those customer points, right? That will help you get active and qualified. I hope that makes sense for everybody. So with that, yes, you do have to have some type of customer activity happening within your organization, whether you're your own customer or whether you have customers or whether you have customers who have customers, which also give you customer points, because we have a system set up that's designed to incentivize sharing the service even amongst our customers. Even though they're not in the business itself, they have a vested interest of going out there and getting 3 customers, because if they have 3, then their service becomes free, which also gives you 3 additional customers. So think about that while you're thinking about all of the other things that I'm going to be sharing with you. Okay, so we've covered what active means, we've covered what qualified means, and we've covered the difference between gold and platinum. Now the next thing that I want to clarify is the ranks. Okay, this is very, very important. If you're going to build a big, successful business with large residuals within MWR Life, you need to understand that there are certain ranks as you grow and expand and build this business. And this ties into the rest of this comp plan, guys. So make sure that you take some notes, and it's a good thing this is on video, because you can always play it back, right? And re-listen to it over and over again. So when you first get started with MWR Life, you are considered a lifestyle consultant, okay? A lifestyle consultant. If you're active and qualified and you came in at platinum, you're a platinum qualified lifestyle consultant. So as a platinum qualified lifestyle consultant, I'm going to just go ahead and assume for the rest of this video and the other 2 videos that we're going to do to piggyback on this one, that everybody's at platinum, okay? Just to simplify things. If you come in at that level and you go out there and you sponsor either 3 golds or 3 platinums, you are now going to become a manager. That means 3 qualified lifestyle consultants, whether they're gold or platinum, they have to be qualified for commission to be released to your business center, to you, okay? So I hope that makes sense to you, and I hope you understand the importance of that as well. So once you become a manager, now that is the building block. As you can see here, I made a block out of that, because that is truly the building block of this entire business. Our goal is to help everybody become a manager as quickly as possible, and I'm going to explain to you why in just a second. But once you build 3 qualified lifestyle consultants, once you personally enroll 3 qualified lifestyle consultants into your organization, you gave yourself a raise and a promotion, of course, to manager. Now, by helping those 3 people that are frontline to you become qualified or become managers, just like you did, they each have to get their 3. That makes you a senior manager. Are you guys starting to see the pattern here? If you help those 3 senior managers, okay, become the next rank up as area manager. So if you help those 3 people help their 3 people, if that makes sense. So we're on the 3rd level down now. That makes you an area manager. And then as that continues to duplicate and grow, you become a district, a regional, and ultimately a national manager. So just to kind of rephrase that, just for some of you that maybe didn't understand that, I know this can be confusing at times. Once you join the business, and I'm assuming you joined at platinum or you upgraded to platinum at some point after you joined, and you're now qualified and active, you go out there and you sponsor 3 people into your organization, okay? That means that you are no longer just a lifestyle consultant. You're now a manager. You gave yourself a raise and a promotion. You get some bigger overrides and incentives. I'm going to explain that in a following video once you become a manager. But you do that by bringing on 3 qualified lifestyle consultants. That's why it says QLC, Qualified Lifestyle Consultants. When you go out and help your 3 now do the same exact thing that you just did, okay? They do the same exact thing that you just did. They each get their 3. So you built a team of 12 people, so far. You're now a senior manager, so you give yourself a 2nd raise and a 2nd promotion. And as that process continues to duplicate, as everybody goes out there and gets their 3, they're active and qualified, you become, okay, you're going to become an area manager, a district manager, a regional manager, and ultimately a national manager, which is our very, very top rank. Now, there are some bonuses and incentives in place for you to do that as quickly as possible. And here's where that gets really interesting. We're going to talk about the rising star bonuses, and those are right here. If you go out there in your first 14 days of joining the business, from the day that you start, and you bring on board 3 gold qualified lifestyle consultants, you earn an additional $150 bonus on top of what you would traditionally earn. Okay? On top of that, if you go out there and bring on 3 platinum qualified lifestyle consultants, you're going to earn an additional $300 bonus on top of what you traditionally earn by being a lifestyle consultant and going out there and getting these people in the business. But it gets even better. That's your first 14 days. In your first 28 days, so you got quite a bit of time to do this, okay? You got 4 weeks really to get this done. In your first 28 days in this business, you go out there and get your 3. You do that within that 14-day time frame. You're going to earn $300 or $150 bonus on top of what you already earned. But you have the ability to earn another $1,000 bonus by helping your 3 get their 3, which makes you a senior manager. So at this point, you've given yourself 2 raises and 2 promotions, and you've earned, at that point, I believe it's a little over $1,600 just in your first 28 days of the business, just like that, guys. So that's why I always say that this is a powerful business for the average person, somebody that's never really done network marketing before, because if you go out there and help 3 get 3 in your first month in the business with the help of your sponsor and your upline, you have the ability to put an additional $1,600 in your pocket right away, and it doesn't even stop there, because there's some other things in play here as well. Now, I want to talk about the daily pay part of our comp plan. I said this is going to be a 3-part video. The first part is daily pay, and it's being explained here by myself, Daniel Zykaj, as I mentioned earlier. I'm a national manager with this company, guys, so I really understand this comp plan because I've experienced it at every level, okay? I understand it because I've experienced it. I've lived it. I started off as a lifestyle consultant. I went to manager. I went to senior. I went to area, district, regional, and then it took me almost a year to go from regional to national. So I've literally lived what this compensation plan feels like, and we've changed it up a little bit over the last year or so to really make it more powerful for the average individual, not the big builder, because we know the big builder is always going to be able to build big, right? The person that's got 10, 15, 20, 30 years experience in the industry, they probably have 10, 15, 20, 30 years of connections, which the average person might not have just getting started. Okay, so that's why we put the daily pay in play, because you need money today. You don't want to wait a week or month or get paid, every other week or every other month. Some people need this money today like they need oxygen. So we wanted to make it available to them. That's why we put daily pay available to everybody. It doesn't matter what level you start at. And as you go out there and gather customers, this is the first way we get paid. Customer bonuses are now 100%. What that means is when you go out there and get a lifestyle advantage customer, which is a $49 monthly customer, you get paid $50. Okay, you get paid $50. It's a 100% commission. Here's how that breaks down. You get 25 of it right that day, the day you sponsor that person, okay? And you get 25 of it on the second billing. So it's 100% commissions broken up in 2 parts. And there's some reasons for that. Main reason being is to protect the company, okay, from overpaying commissions and then having to do chargebacks, which also protects us as lifestyle consultants, as people in the field, because one of the worst things that you can experience is earning a commission and then somebody canceling and the company having to take it back. Okay, that's why there's a 3-day hold on that daily pay. So you get a customer today, and today is Wednesday. You would get paid on that customer. I believe it would be 3 business days, so that would be on Monday. Okay, so it truly is daily pay. As long as you're out there constantly gathering customers, sharing the business with lifestyle consultants or potential lifestyle consultants, you're literally earning commissions on a daily basis as you're building this thing out. On top of that, we have leadership customer bonuses. Okay, leadership customer bonuses. Every time somebody in your organization, so we're not even talking about work that you're doing right now, we're talking about leveraged income already in the daily pay portion. Every time somebody in your organization, no matter if you personally enrolled them or they were enrolled by somebody in your organization, they go out there and gather a new customer. We're not talking about lifestyle consultants now, we're talking about strictly customers. Anywhere from 20 cents to $10 is also released in the daily pay portion of our comp plan. Okay, now I know a lot of you are thinking, Daniel, 20 cents is not a lot of money and neither is $10, but listen, this is for work that you're not personally doing. Guys, as you go out there and build a team of 50, 100, 200, 500, 1,000, 14, 1,500 lifestyle consultants, and you have a large organization in different time zones that's growing every single day, and they're gathering customers every single day, there's commissions that are released to you literally multiple times throughout the day because of work that's happening within your organization. And this is from customer gathering, by the way. Now, let's talk about the leadership expansion bonuses, which apply as your team grows and expands from a sponsorship standpoint. So as your representatives, as your lifestyle consultants go out there and build their organizations, and then they go and build their organizations and so on and so forth, there's also some other additional commissions that are released. The sponsor will always earn a $25 or a $50 sponsorship bonus. So if you go out there and personally enroll somebody at Gold, you're going to earn $25. If you enroll somebody at Platinum, you're going to earn $50. Okay? It's pretty simple, pretty self-explanatory, but here's where it gets powerful. As you hit the rank of manager, you now start earning leadership expansion bonuses, either $10 or $20 every time somebody joins your team anywhere in your manager-coded organization, because you're now the manager for that organization. That's what I meant earlier when I said you give yourself a raise and a promotion. On top of that, as you work your way up to senior, area, district, regional, national, you have the ability now to earn anywhere from $75 to $150 every time a new qualified lifestyle consultant joins your organization at any level. There's no limits here. This is paid to unlimited depths, so there's literally no limitations to the type of daily income that you can earn. We also have a secondary portion to the daily pay, which is a daily pay guarantee, which we'll talk about in the second video. That's going to be right after this. So I appreciate you guys for tuning in and watching this. I hope I've answered at least some of your questions. If you have any other questions, leave it in the comments below. I'll definitely check back periodically on this video and see what type of questions we're getting, just to make sure that everybody's on the right track, just to make sure that everybody's on the right path. And here's what I'll leave you with here, guys. This company, MWR Life, is a serious business. It's a business that's built on customers. You know, a lot of times in our industry, we see some companies, and they're out there, and I hate to say it this way, but it's true. These companies are out there literally building something with no real customer base. And if you want real residuals within an opportunity, you have to have a real customer base, because real customers is really where freedom lies in network marketing. That's where real residual income comes from. If your income depends strictly on recruiting, or your team recruiting, or their team's recruiting all of the time, then you're never, ever going to have true freedom. You're never going to have true residuals, because if you unplug from your group unplugs as well, and then there's no recruiting happening, which means your income just went away. By having a large customer base, that's why we incentivize customers with 100% customer acquisition bonus, guys. We understand the power of this. My ultimate goal within my organization, with my career here in MWR Life, is to build an organization of 1 million customers. Okay? Unfortunately, I can't do that on my own. I need some lifestyle consultants to help me in that journey, to help me in this crusade. So because of that, that's the only reason that I go out there and recruit and share the opportunity with people. Because when I'm out there recruiting and sharing this opportunity with people, I'm now responsible for helping them achieve their levels of success. But when I bring a customer on board, guess what? I don't deal with customer service. The company takes care of that. I don't deal with billing. The company takes care of that. I don't deal with customer retention. The company takes care of that. When a customer calls and needs to book a trip, or they need to use Life Essentials, they need to talk to a doctor, I don't handle any of those things. See, that's hands off. That's real residual, and that's the real power of MWR Life. Again, I appreciate you for watching this video. Look for part 2. There should be a link down below somewhere for part 2 as well as it comes out. So I hope everybody has a fantastic rest of your day. I hope I've answered some of your questions. Again, if you have any more, drop them in the comments, and we'll see each and every one of you, not from the top, but at the top. Take care. Bye-bye.